As producers are out on the combines for harvest, no doubt you're seeing variability within your field. Here to talk about that is Randy Taylor, our agricultural engineer. And one of the things that you may need as a management tool down the line is a yield monitor.
Well, certainly, we have yield monitors available for us, and basically what it does is it just measures the flow of grain through the combine, so we can come back afterwards and make a yield map of our fields to see where our high yielding areas are and where our low yielding areas are.
And then that in turn helps you develop your management strategies?
Well, I think so. I think most farmers know where their good areas and their bad areas are in their fields. And as you're sitting on the combine, you get to see a lot of those, but usually the ones that you see are pretty severe. The small variability, 10, 15, 20%, is really hard to see from the combine seat. And so, what a yield monitor would do is allows us to measure that to a certain degree and then come back and make management decisions in the future.
And you kind of liken the yield monitor results to an autopsy. It sort of tells you after the fact?
Yes, we're not going to tell you anything that you can change for that year. You're getting basically, what happened during that year, and you can't change any of that. So what you do is you use that information to go forward and hopefully make management decisions for future years.
Are there specific ways that are the most beneficial to set up the yield monitor on the combine?
Well, certainly we want to calibrate it as best we can so that we've got good numbers coming in when we look at the data. But we can fix some things afterwards, but you don't want to have too many errors to try to fix afterwards.
Okay, so advice here and there, kind of take what works for you. I'm sure each operation, each field would be different.
Well, once you get the yield monitor calibrated, then you can run it pretty much anywhere, at least in a given crop. You have to calibrate it for different crops naturally, but as we start thinking about what we're trying to do and the management decisions we're trying to make, getting good data and getting the yield monitor working properly is really pretty simple when you start out.
And then it can also be used for research down the road?
Oh, certainly. I would encourage anybody that has a yield monitor to be thinking about maybe putting out some different types of plots. Maybe it's just looking at starter fertilizer versus none, real simple things. And then you've got the yield monitor there to kind of tell you, okay, what's happening in your operation with the equipment that you're trying to farm with, as well as the conditions that you're farming in.
Okay, Randy Taylor, our agricultural engineer, a little information about yield monitors. Thanks a lot.
You bet.